Earth Day. Are you celebrating by crouching in your garden in a chunky jumper? If you think about this one day to celebrate our unique place in the cosmos at all, it does feel like maybe that's the way to do it. Go to the allotment, I don't know, mow the lawn. People don't like lawns in green circles. But today on Earth Day 2026, what is it that disconnected us from our indigeneity here in the UK, our connection to a living network of nature, as Nick Hayes puts it, the Right to Roam bloke? He was rich blokes taking away the common land and telling us we were supposed to be part machines, right? That's culture, that's storytelling. And now we've been in that for centuries. I think it's the real issue. I'm always saying this. It's about the story you think you are in. What shapes it? Can you? Who's beaming it into your eyes? How are we equipping our young people to understand the mechanisms of culture, of media, how it shapes you when you use any tool at all, but especially when that tool is funded by billionaires using algorithms to coerce your natural senses and sense of injustice. This is the issue, culture. Rachel Millward, I want to read a piece from her. She's a filmmaker. She is the deputy leader, one of the deputy leaders of the Green Party. And speaking to Run Riot, she says this: when we allow algorithms only to curate what we're listening, what we lose, she says, is the friction. And friction is what shapes you. It's the moment you wander into a gallery not knowing what you're looking for and end up lost for hours in silent rapture. Why does that sound like an exclusive thing? It shouldn't. Anyone can wander into a gallery, can't they? Why do we think we can't? It's the subcultural scene where people find each other, and in finding each other build something collective, political, alive. Algorithms, she said, sound all of that out. They give you more of what you already are rather than introducing you to what you might become. This world was built on a series of catastrophes. Good news! So this is on brand for Earth, right? Catastrophe. But this is a cultural one. That's what's different. And you're part of it. And you can shape it. As a storyteller, that's what I want to encourage you to understand. That when you practice the practical practices of art, that's all they are, push your body and time through expressing things, like all the different ages of people in the platform poetry night last night in Chaplin's here in Boscombe. You change not only your feelings, but other people's by giving them a creative experience, an interpretation of what happened to you. And when we all do that, we're lacing together a different view of the world. It literally changes the world, the one in your head and the one in everyone else's. By giving them an experience. The story you think you're in, the psychology of it shapes everything. And that's the structural problem we've got to really change the world away from corrupt, abusive, violatory economics, which is the foundation of our modern world. It has to be systemic. It takes a lot of understanding of how systems work. I've been really enjoying Barry's economics response to Rory Stewart's conversation with Zach Polanski, and how Rory did look reasonable, caring, intelligent, knowledgeable as Rory Stewart is. He looked triggered by ontological shock in the whites of his eyes talking to Zach Polanski. No, but you're not a professor. This doesn't make sense. And all of us are like that. Barry's economics calls it homophily. We flock together with those who reinforce what we like. Duh. And that's how the algorithm works. What we need is friction. And not only problems give us friction. Art, cultural understanding, cultural ecologies, cultural tools, skills. They help us step back and apply logic with empathy, with intuition all at once. Is it any wonder we are not teaching our children how to think creatively, how to understand the mechanisms of culture? Of course we're not. We're saying that it's silly. But in fact, it's the only thing that will shape the world. Earth Day. Celebrate by making something. Celebrate by drawing, writing, communicating, composing the world you really want. That's the only job. And it's emerging. It is emerging.